morning, you lot. How do you fancy joining me on a trail run in Derbyshire Dales? Heading to Dovedale. Found this route on OS Maps, I think it's about 20 miles, and I thought I'll take you with me. The journey so far hasn't started the best. I got about 20 minutes in and realised I'd left my rain jacket, so I had to turn around and get it because this is what I'll be wearing on the run today, and if it pours it down then this will just be soaking, so I had to turn around and get my running jacket. Anyway, I better crack on. See you in a bit. Just arrived. Gonna get the run done now. I've got my little Robin mate down here. Let's get this done. Coming up to quite a famous part of the route, the Dovedale Stones. And I think it just takes you across them and then you run back on yourself, but on the other side, as you'll see, everything's pretty, this is actually the path. You see the water rushing through. And here's the stones to cross. Okay, I'm probably not even half a mile into the route and can't get past here. So, wildlife conservation. So I'm going to head it back down and back round. I've been across the stones and then back across them. Look at this. Just starting to rain though. Glad I got me, went back and got my jacket. So I think it's going to be a wet day. We'll crack on. I think this is a sign of the weather to come. What goes up must come down. If anyone's interested, I'm testing the new Salomon speedcross 6 today because I felt the last few runs that I've been doing on the trails, I need that extra bit of grip. There's quite a lot of lug on these. I think it's 6mm lugs. The only thing is, on stones are just a little bit slippy. I can't be going too quick. Especially on this, it's actually like built-in stones. This shouldn't be too bad. Right, this is a bit better. Anyway, but I will need them, I'm sure, later on in the run when it gets pretty boggy over the fields. Rain's starting to come down a bit heavier now as well. Anyway, I'll crack on. Just to give you a bit of context of today's run as well. So it's 21 miles and it just goes gently up and gently back down. I think that's about it. Obviously I've not run this before, but that's what it says on my watch. I'll show you. So that's what we're looking at. Anyway, I'll crack on. When we come to this part, we're going to go across that bridge. The footpath does go around there, but this is the way we're going. Oop, nearly went. Wow, okay. go and have a look at that cave. Woo. Now this is the type of terrain. Let me just check we don't need to go up there. Are we? No, we're carrying on longer here. But yeah, this is the type of terrain that the speedcross are accustomed to. It's slippy, muddy, and you need that extra bit of grip on the mud. And that's why I've worn them today. Like this lot. Look at it. It just eats up the mud. I'm glad I wore these, because earlier back there I was thinking maybe I should have gone for the sense rides, but just on the muddy stuff they're just too slippy, and I think it's going to be more muddy than gravelly and stony today. This is glorious. Sunny's actually trying its best to pop its head out as well. So another bit, you could either go that way, we're going this way. I'm sure, keeping it along the riverbank, I think. We'll head this way for a bit, see if it changes, or tells me I'm off course. Oh, nearly lost my foot then. To this bit, and actually there's no way past. It is this way. We'll turn around, all in the nature of trail running, getting lost, and that's why I reckon these routes for you guys, so you don't have to make these problems. Anyway, back where we were, heading this way. It's actually not. I'm going to have to try and squeeze past where we were. Look. That's saying we're currently off route, and this route looks like, I'll go a little bit further, but it just looks like it goes straight up. Doesn't bear round to the right, and that's where we need to go. No, that's wrong. Ah! This is where you add, you think it's 21 miles, and you start adding these little bits. And they all add up. There's no other route through. We've got to be where we were. Right, I made it through. Sun's starting to poke his head. And it's a bit, I don't know if it's just because there's been a lot of water and it's rushing through and it's making this not look really much like a path. But I think it is, and according to the route, this is the way, so this is what we'll follow. There we go, it's clearing a bit now. Look at those caves. You can obviously walk that side, but this is the route we're on. The less trodden route, hey? That's what we all love. Yeah, you do have to stay on this path, the other side of the river. That's all the way over there now, going a different way. Look at the sunshine, glorious. Up and over. The hat and the jacket are gonna have to come off soon. It's actually still raining. Oh, look. Okay, it's quite a drop here, so maybe I won't be running this part. It's also a little bit slippy with the moss. I best concentrate. So I think that is just a sheer drop down, and you got this route So I think I'm going to take this route, but I'm just going to quickly take a look over there because my watch is still telling me to go a little bit further before I turn left. I'm actually going to opt for the steep descent, even though that goes that way. Doesn't look too bad. I know it's a bit slippy, but it's not too bad. You're obviously on the day, if you're doing this route, you don't have to come down this way, but I need to get used to routes like this because there's a lot of this on an upcoming Snowdonia race that I've got in May. Anyway, pretty much down. There we go. Coming to the village, there is a bit, I've gone up that road and then I'm going up this road, but tucked away is this little thing here. And I think literally we're just going up, turning around and coming back down. That's what the route says. That's what we'll do. As you come from that gate, then through this little gate, there's a sheep lot. And then through to back down here. How quaint. Make sure you hook these back on, especially when there's sheep. I'll just talk while I'm eating, but it's a quite a long road bit. Well, about half a mile. Oh, look at this beauty. Yep. Only one way through it. Oh, not quite winnable. It's right. Fish pond bank. Up and over the bridge. I think we're just going to the top of that and come back down. Go further up. Yeah. Let's get right to the top. This means some sheep. All it is. Ah. About a third of the way through, and my phone battery has got 13% left, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to get. I'm probably not going to record much until the end. Sorry about that. I don't actually know what battered it so quick. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Quite a steep bit here. It's one of the peaks. There's a little peak. You go up and down, and then you got the bigger of the peaks. So we're going up and over that. Alright, you lot. So, just about halfway. I've still got 13% left on my phone, so I've turned everything off. So I'll try and get a few videos in. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that. Just coming to the top of the peak. There's two little peaks going to the top, down, straight back up, and then it seems all the way down, all the way back. It's raining and it's a bit windy. Nothing's going to put me in. So when I found this route, I didn't actually know what it's called Biggin. It actually goes to Biggin. Ah, Biggin. At the highest point now, just come onto the Tissington Trail. This is what it looks like. We've got just over 9 miles left. Should have enough fuel and water to see me through. And I think pretty much it's all downhill from here. Again, look at these views. Beautiful. Beautiful, Bernard. Beautiful. When you start to see this bit, it's pretty much downhill from here all the way back. I do have to say, this Tissington Trail part does drag a bit. I don't know how many miles I've got on it, but it feels like forever. It's just a straight line, just like that, all the way. And I think probably, I don't know, maybe we're not 3 miles now. Anyway, got a goal today to tell you what I was hoping for. So I was hoping to actually get this done before it goes dark, naturally. 4 o'clock was about the time I wanted to beat. My watch recently has been saying 3:37, but I've just checked 3:50 or 3:15. You know what I mean? So bringing the time down nicely. Anyway, let's keep this pace up if we want to complete it in that time. Oh, there we go, 15 miles. So I've got 6 left. I'll crack on. Finally off the Tissington Trail. Ooh. The only good point about it was you're ticking the miles off quite easily. And I think I'm down to about 4.5 miles now, that's all we've got left. So it's not bad for ticking the miles off, but it wasn't the most entertaining, I'll tell you that. Anyway, crack on. I've wondered what they mean by the rolling English countryside. It's this. The rolling hills. Just arrived in Tissington. You got Tissington Hall, a grand old house. Guess what, we're back on Tissington Trail. It must loop round. I don't want to batter my phone battery naturally, so I can't go on OS Maps. But we're back on it, and I think there's 1.3 miles of it to go until we come back off. Oh well. See you later, Tissington Trail. It's time for Dovedale. I think less than a mile now. Let's get this done. Feels good. And I think I should be coming in around 3 o'clock, which would be nice. I'll just check. 1 sec. I've got just over a mile to go.
and I think it's about 7 minutes until it's 3 o'clock. So I'll be just out, but I'm an hour under what I was expecting. I'm pleased with that. The second half though was downhill quite a bit, which made it a bit easier. I'm just taking a slight detour to end because it had me running along the road, and I don't want to finish this run, as glorious as it's been. I don't want to finish it on the road, so I'm adding just a little bit on just to take it back, but it will only be a little bit over 21 miles, just so I keep it on the trails to finish. And it's funny, obviously I thought my battery was going to run out, and that was probably about halfway. I've shut everything off, so I think what it's doing was trying to find service. But anyway, enough about that. The funny thing is, the Tissington Trail part, there was no point in videoing that anyway, because it was just the same constantly. So I'm glad that I've actually got enough battery to see me through to the finish and get a load of the views to finish on. Come on, Steve. Let's get this done. Nice and splodgy to finish. And I'm going to be getting in that in a minute to clean myself off. 21 miles done from Dovedale to Biggin and back, and get a load of this. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Let's get in this water, get clean. Done. That was good fun. I think it's about 21 and a half miles in the end.